Abu Lahab, whose real name was Abd al-Uzza ibn Abdul Muttalib, was one of the Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, uncles. From the very start of Muhammad's mission, Abu Lahab was deeply antagonistic, fueled by a fear that Islam would disrupt his wealth, position, and authority in the Quraysh tribe. His nickname, Abu Lahab, meaning father of flame, was due to his fiery red complexion, but it came to signify his heated opposition to the Prophet's message. The conflict between Abu Lahab and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, reached its peak at the Prophet's public call to Islam. In this moment, Muhammad gathered his family and invited them to embrace monotheism, calling them to worship only Allah and abandon the worship of idols. However, Abu Lahab dismissed this invitation harshly, interrupting the Prophet and shouting, "May you perish! Did you gather us for this?" In response, the Quranic chapter Al-Masad, the palm fiber, was revealed, declaring Abu Lahab's doom. This chapter began with, "Perish the hands of Abu Lahab and perish he." Quran 111:1, predicting his unyielding disbelief and eventual downfall. A unique revelation and a testament to prophethood. The revelation of Al-Masad stands as a powerful testament to the truth of the Prophet's message. Abu Lahab lived for many years after the revelation of this chapter, and despite having numerous chances to undermine the prophecy by even feigning conversion, he chose to persist in his opposition. Had Abu Lahab declared himself a Muslim, even falsely, it could have cast doubt on the Quran's divine nature, yet he remained steadfast in his antagonism, a fact that only reinforced the believer's faith in the truthfulness of the Quran and the prophethood of Muhammad. Abu Lahab's opposition went beyond verbal insults. He was known to actively obstruct the spread of Islam. Alongside his wife, Jamil, he worked tirelessly to discredit the Prophet. Jamil, a wealthy and influential woman in her own right, is also mentioned in Al-Masad as the carrier of firewood, a metaphor suggesting her role in fueling Abu Lahab's hostility towards Islam. Quran 111:4. She would place thorns and obstacles in the Prophet's path and spread false rumors about him. Together, they used their wealth and status to turn people against Islam, aiming to isolate the Prophet and weaken his influence among the Quraysh. As Islam continued to grow, tensions in Mecca increased. When the Prophet and his followers eventually migrated to Medina, Abu Lahab saw this as an opportunity to strengthen his efforts to eliminate Islam. However, he was not present at the Battle of Badr, a major confrontation between the Muslims and the Quraysh, opting to send a paid substitute in his place. His financial support and encouragement of the Quraysh's opposition to Islam further demonstrated his relentless opposition, solidifying his role as an antagonist. After the Battle of Badr, the Quraysh suffered a significant defeat, and the loss was a heavy blow to their morale. Upon hearing of the defeat, Abu Lahab was devastated. Not long after, he contracted a severe illness, often described as a skin disease or infection that isolated him from his family and peers. His death was marked by fear and isolation, as his family, fearing contagion, refused to handle his body directly, leaving it unburied until a distant burial was arranged. This tragic end was a stark reminder of the Quranic prophecy in Surat Al-Masad, a clear symbol that those who opposed the Prophet and his message would meet with ruin, while the message of Islam would endure and continue to spread. If you like this video and want to stay updated with more insightful content, make sure to subscribe and join our community. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.